The main reason why you guys are all here is to view this amazing film that TrisRex, his cast, and crew put together in his backyard. We'll learn a lot more because stick around through the end of the film where we're going to have TrisRex and some of the cast members on stream here where you can ask your very own questions straight to them. I'm going to have plenty. I've yet to see this film. I've been holding off until we could do it all together. So I am super excited, and it's my pleasure and honor to introduce to you Alien Resurgence.
Hey everybody, I'm TrisRex.
The convention for...
You heard it here.
Right, okay.
Yes. Aliens from 1986.
Babies that are always replicating.
First of all, you can't miss it. I mean, as soon as you walk in, you can see this thing from a distance and you're instantly terrified.
Inspiring and haunting at the same time.
In late 2021, I embarked on a journey that led me deep into the world of aliens. Along the way, I've assembled a team of alien-loving, super talented people to help me bring this story to life.
How does an alien hive look when it's fully mature? The tagline for the movie is "For the Hive," because that's what they do it for. Because I'm in my hive. We're gonna get some tails, we're gonna get some teeth, some claws in here, all right? But we're gonna let go of all the shit that makes us human.
It's a film that makes you question how far you're willing to go for the ones you love. Transition and identity, and the psychological effects of dealing with the unknown.
Johnson will soon be using his babies for a new Alien fan film. I've seen a few clips of what he's done already. It looks pretty incredible. You can check out more of his work. Head on over to Instagram and search TrisRex. It's really remarkable what he's able to do with those things.
Okay, and I think his wife has to be a very remarkable woman.
Yes, she
give us a little background.
Yeah, it was so
there.
funny. You know, whenever he was kind enough to allow us into his home, to get into his garage, and he has a beautiful home. But he said, you know, that his wife keeps his home beautiful, and in the garage, it's a movie monster creation.
His man cave of a different
Exactly
type.
right. Yeah, exactly right. But he does truly incredible work. And seriously, as someone who is a fan of these movies, I look at those things and go, they're just as good as anything Ridley Scott or James Cameron put on the big screen.
And now I present to you my first film, Aliens Resurgence, For the Hive. Enjoy.
What up, baby? Still in one piece? You know, me working on this project is not ideal. It's definitely not what I signed up for. But I guess I'm the right person. I know you're ready to get back to us. I am too. But I'm so close. There's enough trimonite in those mines to cover all of our projects. If I'm able to get Sector 9 up and running again, I'm done with all of this shit. I know you drop in a few hours, but I'll be home soon. Like I never left. Oh yeah. Number 3 is almost ready. She's on the back of the ARC.
Wayland Yutani, building better worlds.
one is for all the marbles. I don't need your best. I need your impossible.
Don't come back to the base without my bug, damn it, 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 damn it.
How are you feeling today, Mr. Church? You're one of a kind, you know. Survival without medical extraction. You're a miracle.
What the hell is that?
Sure as hell ain't Trimonite.
Alright, well, I don't get paid enough for this. I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, my pay grade.
Weyland-Yutani's first priority is the safety and well-being of our workers. Equipping teams with skills and knowledge is what keeps Weyland-Yutani as the leaders of Trimonite technology.
Trimonite ain't worth all this shit.
Tell that to Wayland.
What is this stuff for anyways?
You know, I hear they're making weapons out of this shit now. Super suits, medicine, anything they can get their hands on just to get richer.
That means I get my bonus? I'll keep digging.
Right? Just another Wayland puppet.
Well, selling out is always easier.
Attention all personnel. Use of PPE is required.
What's taking so long with this bug?
He's first of his kind. You must be patient.
I've got buyers here and off planet ready to buy.
Careful, he has the agility of a warrior, the strength of a Praetorian, intelligent of a queen. The Trimonite of the area has an abnormal effect on the xenomorph. They're bigger, faster, stronger, and constantly growing. This hive is not something I ever studied before, so you must be extremely careful.
I'll send in my sweep team to get that damn thing myself.
And remember, if you see something, Say something.
Oh no! The cave serpents are coming! The cave serpents are coming!
You can laugh all you want, but I know what I fucking saw.
Are you sure you're only mining the Tramonite?
Just know, there's a reason there's been so many new miners lately.
Yeah. Greed.
Mine evacuation imminent.
What?
All Wayland personnel must evacuate Sector 9 in T-minus 5 minutes. All Wayland personnel must evacuate Sector 9 in T-minus 5 minutes. All Wayland personnel must evacuate Sector 9 in T-minus 4 minutes. All Wayland personnel must evacuate Sector 9 in T-minus 4 minutes.
What the hell is happening in Sector 9?
In T-minus 3 minutes. Must evacuate Sector 9 in T-minus 3 minutes. Must evacuate Sector 9.
Please don't let go! Please don't let go! Please! Please! Hold on, please! Don't let go, please! Hold on!
T-minus 1 minute. Evacuation protocol to commence. Seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Wayland Yutani, building better worlds.
What do they have for us today?
Probably more spinners than there are out there asses.
Let's just say a special exec called in a favor.
Must be some hell of an asset to get the call from you-know-who.
I am truly sorry for the families of the fallen. Our number one priority is the safety of our workers. Their lives and commitment to Weyland-Yutani is precious, and is what drives our company as the leaders of Trimonite technology.
Looks like the band's back together. Just like old times. All we need is church.
Let's keep this on the bright side.
No, it's okay. I'm okay.
Safe to say we all miss him.
Despite the rumors, there is no unknown creatures or entities inhabiting any of the Wayland mining facilities.
Think it's the new gig? They say there's a lot of weird things happening down in the mines. People end up missing. Cases of hallucinations.
You know, people talk. He's the first of his kind and there's a lot of speculation. I wanted to give you some time before asking.
It's weird mourning someone that's still alive. The doctors all say that it's beyond a miracle that he's still alive, but we can't find him. It's like when I look into his eyes, I see nothing. His psych evals come back normal, clean bill of health except for the nightmares and PTSD that we all have. But I know my baby. That ain't it.
Greetings. For those who don't know me, I am Beverly Ripley, head of Weyland-Yutani's Bioweapons Division. You are here today because you are USMC's finest, the best at what you do. Silva, 60 plus drops with 0 fire team casualties is unheard of. Hoop, your hacking skills on the Arcturian drop is record-setting. Cage, the scanning on your recon drones is unrivaled. The mining colony has suffered countless tragedies from an unknown enemy yet to be identified, or comparable to anything on Weiyu's records. Needless to say, we are not the only party in search of the asset, so stick to procedure.
We're 2.5 clicks away from the drop. I'll be right outside Sector 9 stocking area. Should be in and out.
The mining colony has suffered countless tragedies from an unknown enemy yet to be identified, or comparable to anything on Weiyu's records.
We'll start at the usual baselines. Answer the questions with numbers 1 through 5. 5 being the highest of severity, 1 being the lowest. Let's begin.
Talk to me, Lou.
Access denied.
The mines have high levels of Charmonite.
Motion tracking and comms are going to be scarce.
I'm hacking the security system for better visibility.
Access authorized.
Jesus Christ, with a bowl of rice.
Something tells me this ain't no regular search and rescue. You want to tell me what the hell is going on here?
The mission just got a lot trickier.
We only have 15 minutes before Weyland's team comes in and sweeps the whole damn place.
I've located the 3 main areas of Sector 9. Considering this was the last spot the assets beacon was tracked, it should be visible in the area. The serial code on that box is T-7414.
Authorization.
There's something moving in the
damn wall. Keep it tight, Cage. Keep it tight.
I swear. I feel like I'm being watched.
Easy. You heard the man. Let's split up and find the asset. There's only 3 wings. Keep your heads on a swivel and look out for any survivors.
Whoa, survivors? If there are any survivors, they're gonna be a ticking time bomb.
Yes, survivors, Mike.
No one gets left behind if we can help it.
Let's make this shit quick and get back to base.
got a survivor. I need backup double time.
Whoa. You sure about this?
Yeah, I'm with Mike on this one.
Why don't I feel good about this?
You gotta be kidding me.
This way.
Loading bay 1.
Heads up. I'm picking up something on the motion tracker.
Coming in fast.
Loading bay 2.
Are you seeing this shit? These aren't like the bugs on Lethe.
Got that shit right.
Let's fucking go! Come on, get some!
Team, fall back! Timelines are failing. Team, can you hear this?
Head back to the ARC.
That's right, it's feeding time, motherfucker!
Are you seeing this shit?
Go late for a fucking fast track cruise, we gotta go!
Repeated, disturbing, and unwanted memories of the stressful experience. Heart pounding. Sweating.
Sit tight while I try to find a quick path back to the ARC.
Loading bay 3. Clear.
This is Cage. Does anyone read me over? I've been tagged! Does anybody copy? Does anybody read me over? This is Cage, I've been tagged, I need immediate assistance!
Loading bay.
Hey, asshole!
No one gets left behind if we can help it.
Fear. Horror. Anger.
Is there anyone on comm? Is there anyone on comm?
Hallucinations.
Is there anyone on comm?
Hello? Hello?
Thought I lost you. Listen. Church's PDT is located near the asset. You must not engage. He's surrounded. Somehow, he's formed a bond with the Xenomorphs. The asset.
Is number 3 ready?
The suit is at 30% power. I do not advise that.
Damn it, I don't need numbers!
I do not advise. I do not advise. I do not advise.
a queen.
Access authorized.
Welcome to my nightmare, bitch!
Clear. Let's begin. Repeated, disturbing, and unwanted memories of the stressful experience. Repeated, disturbing dreams of the stressful experience. Places. Feeling very upset when something reminded you of the stressful experience. Or situations. Having strong physical reactions when something reminded you of the stressful experience. For example, heart pounding, trouble breathing, sweating, avoiding memories, thoughts, or feelings related to the stressful experience. You're a miracle.
Jesus Christ, and a bowl of rice. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm not in a theater right now. You guys, please drop all the shit in the chat for what you just witnessed. Oh my God. I thought that was going to be good. I didn't know it could be that good. Please give it up for the director, Dr. Church, Rissa and Collin from the film. Let's hear it, everybody. We got him here live. Woo! Say it again, Tris. No, we cannot.
We could
He's dead. He's dead.
What about now?
How about now? Yes, yes, yes.
Don't touch anything. Leave it.
Don't touch.
That's it. Okay. Okay.
Tris went through.
I'm gonna just leave it right there.
Tris went through more than the characters in the movie to be where he's at right now, where we can see him and hear him.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I know. But I'm glad y'all enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed it, by the way, because
oh my God, dude.
Labor of love, man. Now you know why I was so gung-ho about, trying to make sure that everything was right. Everything, took my time with everything, and because that's
yes.
what I always envisioned. So it's so good to be able to release it out into the world.
I can't even imagine
anything before then.
No, you didn't miss a thing. Like, that's my first question is, as many years as I've now known you and seen this dream grow from like a pure cosplay to a massive special effects display at C2E2 to a film, how does it feel being on this side of it?
It feels very freeing. I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
Ladies, what was it like working on that film set? Like, I want to know how much square footage you were working in, because like talking to Tris in a previous Geek Out session, I know that it was his backyard essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it felt so much bigger. It felt like a fucking planet that you guys were working in. And like I can't iterate how much it felt like a real alien film. Like, to be honest.
Yeah. The level of intricate angle and dedication to making it like a process, a whole magic to take advantage of every single available inch of space in every shot. I watch movies now and I'm just like, no, I don't see that happening, but he did it. He really did.
He did it. And like you said, they're not using the full amount of space. Like, when you watch a film, it's taking up so much space. They have to go to the Netherlands to shoot that kind of thing. But he did it in his backyard with all of you, and I just love to watch the credits. Especially, I love the shout-outs at the end when like you showed what every single person did in that film, because it was a team effort, right?
Yeah, it certainly was.
Oh,
can you hear me?
We can. We can.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay,
we got you.
Cool. Hey, that CPU thing, don't do that.
Lord.
But yeah, it was really kind of like playing. It was like playing chess to find the right frame and to actually move around all this stuff in the backyard to make it look different for each sequence, and then more so in the garage. When it came to like the power loader fight and some of the other stuff,
right?
Like, it was literally like, okay, I'm gonna put my leg here, I'm gonna move this alien over there, and you let me know what's good. So it was a wrestling match. It was a wrestling match, but it was cool because it made sure that we focused just on the frame, and that was it was really good because all of the minutia, everything going on in the background, had the aliens, gathering stuff, lights, things of that nature. It just didn't matter. We just focused on the frame. So that's how we was able to pull it off.
And what were you shooting?
Sorry to cut you off, Rissa. My iPhone 13.
No way.
Yeah, so the iPhone.
No way.
We had a rig from Small Rig. So Small Rig gives you, like, they got all of the camera settings and things. You know, the camera gear, gimbals, all of the whatnots. Not gimbals like DJI, but like all of the camera gear that you would see on a regular movie set. But they also give you gear for your smartphones too. So I was able to get an anamorphic lens to use because I really, one of the things that I really was going for, that super kind of pinched type of look as far as having everything in a specific window, but also being able to utilize just that exact focus. And if you look at the Batman from 2022 and then mix it with Alien from 79, those were like the two anamorphic movies that I was looking at that really gave me a lot of inspiration on how I could, tell such a big story with a small space, but being able to dedicate that time to just those specific frames and do it in a compelling way where it's not just all like, okay, we're back here, but constantly switching it up. So the iPhone and Small Rig, shout out to Small Rig, man. They got some really cool stuff.
Honestly, I think a sponsorship is coming.
I need it so bad.
We need Alien Resurgence, the revival. I don't know what your sequel would be called, but I need another movie with the tagline, Jesus Christ with a bowl of rice.
That was one of my favorite lines. That was one of my favorite lines right there. I even when I was writing that, I was chuckling because I know exactly how I wanted it to sound. And my friend Mike, he couldn't make it tonight because he was busy. But as soon as he said it, I was like, "Yep, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's it." Because I wanted to bring. I feel like nowadays when you have like the horror films and the sci-fi movies, nobody uses one-liners anymore. And for me, as a fan, I grew up on this stuff. One-liners were like the thing, like in the late 80s and 90s. And it's just, I want to bring that back, but in a comical way that feels right,
Yeah, because we need some levity in those, like, scary moments. Like, there were moments I was like, holy shit. And even though we've talked so much about, like, what went into the film, and I know for a fact what is on the other side of the camera, you still elicited that emotional response from me and from those in the chat. Like, they were freaking out, and it was all because the camera angles, because the lights, because special effects, because the editing, because of your damn special effects, Tris. You unleash the monsters as always.
And those two, right, Rissa and Collin.
Yes.
That's why I say I do I can make everything I want. But without a Rissa and Collin and like Rebecca and Mike who couldn't make it tonight, it's all for nothing. It's a good marriage. It's a good marriage of the three. The third being directing, right? But I'm so lucky, so fortunate. Like my first film is with my friends and literally family.
Right.
That and like people that cared way before, I was making aliens and all that other stuff. And, it's like when the teacher puts all of the bad and weird kids together for a group project and they turn around and make history. Like, it wasn't like nothing was working in our favor. Like, this movie was not supposed to exist. But, a lot of life stuff, weather stuff. Yeah, like, but when we came, everything was thrown to us, tents almost blowing away, rain, sabotaging things. But when we got together, none of that mattered. We were just pushing through every shoot.
What was the timeline from, I guess, even pre-production to wrap up on the set. What was that looking like?
So pre-production, right? Becca and I did our first test shoot, I want to say, in May of 2023. May of 2023. Then we did a test shoot with the rest of the cast on September 23rd, 2023. And I remember because it was a rainy, dreary morning, and I was kind of nervous to have everybody there. Wanted to at least seem like I knew what was going on, right? But at the end of the day, I was just flying by the seat of my pants, knowing how to get things right. So
like we all do.
From May 2023, all the way up into, I want to say, as far as cast goes, I would say February 2025. But I had a lot of the miniature stuff as well as some of the action things to do with the aliens to about I want to say maybe August, September of 2025. Because I was shooting and editing as I was adding things to it.
Really?
It's one of the benefits of being a one-person show. It's just I can edit, but then I'm on the side, I'm taking notes, I know exactly what I want to do. And then I go out and shoot some of the stuff that I need to, as far as the insert shots when it came to action and such.
Nice. Yeah, because we came on, or last time you were on was, October, when you were premiering? And you just wrapped up, your final shots, you said, in August?
Yeah. Yeah, so
Shit,
I remember we premiered the trailer and everything right before T2. That was right before T2E2 when we last spoke. And a little bit after that, we were still doing some of the principal shots as far as the final act when it came to power load of fight, certain inserts and things of that nature. But right after T2E2, heads down, we're right back to it. And then we had the test screening, the first premiere, which was it was all over the place that day. Wouldn't export things of that nature, but it was really cool because I was able to play it through Final Cut. I don't recommend it. I was able to play it through Final Cut, and everybody still enjoyed themselves and really loved the movie just how it was.
Yeah.
No rendering, no export, no nothing. So that really let me know that okay, we headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
And after that, made all the corrections and things of the nature, added about 10, 11 minutes to the actual film. So the original one was about 26 minutes. But I added some much needed stuff to the film to be able to really just flesh it out and show exactly what I meant.
No, I thought it was incredible. Watching, I've watched several, not just every single one, but several of the Alien movies in the franchise, and I really think you captured it from the screens to the shots to the movement of the action, the flow of the story. Ladies, I saw the fear on your faces. We have a question in the chat. Is anyone in the cast a method actor or actress? How did you guys prepare yourselves, especially for those really emotional scenes when you're screaming your faces off or bleeding white goo from your face?
To be fair, I'm actually personally terrified by TrisRex. I'm
that helps.
That man it's scary.
So that's all you needed to do, and just take a look at him, and then you were good to go.
Pretty much. Yeah, right down to the throw up scene. My favorite scene. Tasted amazing. But
what was that, by the way?
Throw up scene was
that was Campbell's. That was Campbell's jambalaya.
Jambalaya. There we go.
Now, when you really cook it, it tastes pretty good.
We didn't even cook it.
It couldn't have been something simple. It had to be the chunkiest soup you could find off the shelf. Oh my God.
And I would tell him, I'm like, do not talk to me. Do not make me laugh. Do nothing until we get this shot. And I'm like, because I'm sitting here
crunching it in my mouth and like swishing it around to make it look disgusting. And I'm like making myself tear up.
Oh, you did it.
Snot out of my nose.
You did it.
Waiting for him. I'm like, fix what you got to fix. Now I'm gonna leave here or fit in my mouth.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to be freaked out by like growing up and cute when I was younger. But I really had fun just like with that scene because it was so realistic. Like she hit me and the camera as well. Like some of those shots hit the camera and everything. It was very real. It was very real.
You had Apple Care on that phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. Good. As long as the phone's okay, that's what matters.
She hit the lens and everything, and it was just one of those sessions where Collin got a motor like no other, because she could like convulse, and like that was about like maybe a 90-minute shoot, but it was just me and her, and she was just going and going and going and going, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm fine," and it's just like,
okay,
she just got it. You just got it.
And you didn't have to feed her lunch because she already had it. So that's a plus.
Well, after about the after the fifth one, she was kind of like, "Yeah, I'm about to puke for real." So definitely had to make sure I fed better.
Now, Rissa, if you saw the credits, y'all, Rissa played like 18 different parts. Like, what was your pre-camera method to try to get into character in those different parts and voices and all of it?
Oh gosh. So my inner 10-year-old was like, don't screw this up for us. And no, but honestly, so I'm used to just being behind the microphone for voice acting. So being on camera, I was like, okay, so we have to remember facial expressions, but not too much because Knight is an android. Now, when it came for the psychiatrist asking the questions, I had to think about what kind of facial expressions I would be using. But the tone that I was speaking with was different because I was kind of aiming to antagonize the character a little bit. Which is part of the like psychological part of the main character's story for Triss. Preparation, I guess, was just kind of really not wanting to suck. In all honesty, like
great motivator.
I brushed up on my alien lore. Yeah, I brushed up on my alien lore. I watched Jurassic Park a bunch of times because I was like, okay, there's going to be a lot of teeth in this thing, so let's kind of just get into the mindset that at any moment one of those could just come at us through the fog. And yeah, and honestly, the aim was just to like just wild out and have fun. Like, cause that entire time was just a wild dream come true for being able to like, what? The alien universe? Are you kidding me? Like, it was so hard to keep that in while we were filming. And some of the scenes where I've got like the almond milk kind of, sticking to my face.
Is that what it was?
Kind of like laying there. Yes. Yeah. I was kind of laying there like, holy crap, this is actually happening. How cool is this? And I would try so hard to be not too emotive when speaking the lines because, Android had to be kind of flat, but he had to let that humanity come through. And so it was really, really tough for me. I don't know how many takes we went through, Triss, but it was good work.
Yeah.
That was good. I'm stuck rambling. I go on from.
No. Y'all,
you're gushing. That's what this is for.
This is y'all's show. But that was a very quick and efficient day. I remember that it was like 20 degrees, maybe 15 degrees, maybe. And she just sitting there stealing cold milk, and I'm like, man, we gotta make sure that we warm up. But it was very fast. Rissa is just like. These two, they just come on like most of the cast. Everybody like was just so dialed in by like their second shoot. Or I want to say I tried to do a really good job of showing them inspiration for the actual shoot and storyboards and things of that nature, along with dialogue and stuff.
Right.
So it's like we already knew exactly what we had to do. It's just about how quickly can we execute it. But I would say when we got back to shooting, like in 2024 after C2E2, we did that one shoot in June, and we were just bam, just killing it every shoot. Every shoot, we were just knocking it out.
So how did you, after you like got all these yeses from the cast and the crew, how did you get them all to share the same vision as you in like understanding the story, understanding the style that you were going for? What was that process like?
Yeah, that was one of those processes that was considering the fact that project management, analytics, that's something that I do on a constant basis, but it's usually about like a sales pipeline or how to use Salesforce or something kind of like boring, right? I was able to really lean into some of that stuff, but to show my actual vision in this case, which made it even easier for me to do. Because directing and kind of like being able to bring out the best performance in people is what I do best. But just being able to show them how everything looked beforehand, but also the psychology and the mindset of what was happening. And that was one of the things like between takes, I would remind them as far as like, hey, this just happened, X just happened, we're screwed. What are we gonna do? But most importantly, just getting their ideas as well and just letting them go. One of the things that I found out really quickly, especially with these two, I was like, hey, I trust you. Go for it. Because after the second or third, after like the second shoot, I pump you up with so much information and just let you embody the character that, after that, if you're not ready, you're just not going to do it. Right?
Right.
So by the time I hit go, it's just all bets off. All bets off. So it's just the preparation beforehand.
Okay, so Rissa, like on that note, how much autonomy did you feel? And same question for you, Collin. How much autonomy did you feel in those moments and through, I guess, the whole process in, like, really pretend like Tris isn't listening. What kind of director is he? Is he like, do this? Or was it a more collaborative effort across the board?
So I would say definitely more collaborative all around and definitely courageous, because I can't tell you how many times this man stood on the ladder during filming shots in a windstorm to make sure we got what we needed. Now, for working with Tris, great. Gave us a framework, gave us his idea. Then he said, go. And that first, personally for me, it was a little scary because I was like, but what if it's not what's wanted? But I got over that really quick because the content of the script, his idea, the little backstory from behind the scenes about the characters themselves, it was so easy from that point on. Like it was just all about having fun at that point. And the more fun we had, the quicker we got those scenes done. Like it was just phenomenal. It was a great experience. Like I really like getting a peek inside of a creator's head. I don't know if that sounds weird.
No,
but it's kind of good to see what's working under the hood,
Yeah.
It really is.
Because once you're on the same page and you can understand like what they're thinking, then like from an actor's standpoint, like you, Rissa, like then I feel comfortable in that space because I kind of know where the bounds are, right? What about you, Collin?
Right. Yeah, no, I had the exact same experience. I thought everything. So Tris, I love the fact that Tris not only knows that we're, fans of the series, fans of his, honestly. When Tris presented me to this in the first place, like when I first got on board, just hearing the way that he talked about this project in the first place before we even started, I already was signed on. But then like seeing his vision and like when we were filming, show us exactly what he wanted or like the idea of what he wanted and just said, but I'm here for you all. I'm here for your faces. I'm here for your take on it. So kind of let us run with it with his idea in mind. And I think everybody knocked it out of the park. I absolutely loved it. I think there was one day where I was just in my head because I wanted the perfect shot for him. And so it was the scene where the Xeno was like right here in my face, and I'm just like against the Wayland boxes screaming like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. But it was one of those like I was more concerned over, I want this for you. I don't care about me right now, because I was just so, I see the vision that he wanted in his head, and I absolutely loved it. Everything, every shot that he did. There were a few shots with other people, Sam and other people who I just absolutely loved in the film. And it was callbacks to, other films and other, moments that we loved. And as soon as we got the shot, I absolutely am such a huge champion for everybody. I tell Rissa all the time that her scenes are my favorite. And it's really because I can see what he wanted in the scenes that we shot. And I love it so much. I love how much care that, he took for, the cast as well. Even the days where it was just like below freezing. I don't think it ever got that cold. Well, I mean, it was, but
it's like 20 degrees, pretty cold.
Right. Even the days that it got cold, like he would check in. Are you guys okay? Do you need anything? So it was just really great, working with someone, who I already consider a friend, but seeing how not only dedicated to their film they are, but dedicated to their actors as well.
Yeah.
I very much appreciate that in everything that he does.
Yeah, and I commend you, Tris, because so many people taking this on, especially for their first film, could have such a death grip on it that you are forcing it to be what it is, that you ostracize the people helping you create it. But it sounds like you kind of released your grip and allowed other people to become a part of it, so much so that all they wanted was your vision to come true. And like that sounds like a grade A director for your first film. So round of applause for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And my rule is best idea wins. It's that I got so many cool people in this cast. That it's like just surrounding myself with other like-minded, creative, super haunted individuals. It's like if they see something that I don't see, let's try it. Worst things worse, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
The cool part is everybody was so locked in and already a fan of the Aliens universe. That was one of the legs up, because everybody kind of like knew, like, oh, it's just when, the chest burst, or this when the face hugger, everybody was so locked into their moment that it's kind of like when you see one of those football teams or basketball teams and everybody's playing for each other. We all want to win, but we want to win so bad that we don't care like about rain, snow, cold, wet, all of this other stuff. We just in it for each other. And I could say that about the whole cast. I wish some of the other folks were here tonight, but we were all just playing for each other that whole year and a half. We didn't care. Like when we got together, nothing was stopping us. Nothing was stopping us. And that's why, I played this, started like writing like in early 2021, late 2021, early 2022. And I already knew exactly like how everything looked, but just getting everybody together, it just blew up off the pages, and it just expanded into something even more. So this was really cool being able to envision these things. And cool part is I met Rissa at Chichu at 2024.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she was like the newest friend, the newest hive member, really. But she's also a game changer because she's a horror nut when it comes to cosmic horror, aliens. She knows aliens backwards and forward, and just some of the things that she can do with her voice, it was just a game changer. Like Colin, I don't know if you remember, but I had Rissa's voice playing the day that we shot the Wayland boxing, and I had her voice just pumping through the yard just to make sure that they stayed into that company role. And it was just so cool. Everybody was like, "Dang, that's Rissa." I'm like, "Yes, that's Rissa." And it's just like her voice is so soothing yet so haunting.
It is
because you hear it throughout the whole film, and it's just like it almost like her voice kind of like brings the hive in the Wayland laboratory as well as the mining area. It's like it's alive and playing tricks on you, and just hearing her voice constantly, it just she just told me what to do, and I let her be just like flow throughout the whole movie, and her being, multiple androids too. It was just cool. It was just cool to have her be that icing on the cake.
And on that note, sorry, go ahead.
This movie doesn't look like this, or is not this dope without her. Easy.
That's
100%.
That's huge. Look at her. Let's get all emotion over there.
You can get all emotion you want. Like my wife, Chelsea was saying, oh, the producer on the film. Shout out to Mama Rex. But even she said she's a game changer. She's a game changer. And that took the Aliens Resurgence for the Hive and just that title and just like all bets are off now because of what she could do, like the multiple roles she could play, what she could do with the voice, and really putting that evil stamp on Wayland.
Yeah, when in those scenes when your mouth was moving, like we heard your voice throughout the entire movie, but it really came into focus when we saw it match your mouth. Where like, because I know personally, I was watching it and I was like, oh, that wasn't just like a recording. That's her. How does she do that? It doesn't even seem like it matches who you were. Like we spoke off screen beforehand. I'm like, how'd she pull that kind of sound out of her face?
And it's just like that. Just a switch. It's scary.
She is an android.
It's scary. In the best, it's very scary. And it was just very weird and unsettling at first. And I was like, that's what I like. I like that. That's weird.
I feel uncomfy. This is a good sign. But on that note of you playing your voice in the yard as well as screaming in your backyard, did you have any complaints from the neighbors? We had a quick question from the chat.
You know what? We had just one person complain. And it was on a night. Okay, honestly, the complaint was valid because in the tent, you can't necessarily see what's going on the way I had everything covered.
They couldn't see a xenomorph in the backyard?
Right. And there was certain holes in it. So there was a scene, the scene where Mike, the big Marine, he's crawling like,
yeah,
kind of yelling and stuff like that. That was the shoot that where people, like on the 50th shoot out of the whole entire production, somebody saw that, and it was mainly because they thought that we were had something on fire because it was storming, and you see all of the smoke coming from the tent. So rightfully so. But other than that, Collin was screaming bloody murder to the top of her lungs, as well as Rebecca and everybody else, and nobody said a thing. Like you could hear a mouse piss on Collin, you didn't hear nothing, right? But that one night, Mike was the one to tip it off.
I'm more concerned.
Once everybody knew.
I'm more concerned that they heard ladies screaming bloody murder for months. No one said a thing, but a man starts screaming in the backyard. All of a sudden, we got an issue. Listen,
I was saying the odds. I didn't think anything would happen, but I guess the smoke and the amber lights too, because the amber lights does make it look a little like it could be fire, but it's like other than that, it's like been doing this for like the past year and a half. We all been like,
I don't think he went big enough. If the neighbors aren't calling the cops, with a giant xenomorph queen in your backyard. Like, see something, say something.
If you see something, say something, and they did that night. But it was cool. It was cool. Mama Rex, Chelsea, took care of everything.
Of course she did.
WhatsApp app, and everybody was cool after that. You know, once the queen speaks, it's like, oh, okay, let me just go back in the house.
Mm-hmm. Nothing to see. But let's talk about the xenomorphs, my guy. Like,
my baby.
Rissa, Collin, and the cast were not only acting with each other, but were acting across from the most terrifying things that I've ever seen somebody put together in real life. What was that like for you guys? Like, seeing these giant things, which anybody's been to C2E2, you know what I'm talking about. These things are ranging from 6 feet to 25, 30 feet tall. Tell me if I'm wrong. And they're massive. And they freak you out when you're walking past it and you know it's fake. But here you are, like, in the moment. You got all these effects. You got the lights. You got the fog. You got this thing shaking at you. Its jaws clamping and shooting its jaw at you through the power loader. What was that experience for you?
I loved it. I lived for it. It made me so happy. If I could have a xenomorph as a pet, I would. Like, I would probably die, but I absolutely loved it.
Most likely would.
Yeah.
But, like, was it hard to act across from, or were you immediately just buying into it?
No, I immediately loved it. It was literally the best thing ever, seeing it up close, and the sheer scale of it. The only thing that was intimidating was knowing that one person built all of this with their bare hands.
Just because he
could. The biggest intimidating thing. I'm like, man, you could literally, like, just do this and all of us would crumble immediately. How?
This man did that in his spare time, which we know is none. So imagine if he got bored one day. Good God, help us all.
I appreciate it.
Everywhere.
I appreciate it.
Did you have to make any augmentations to the xenomorphs you had previously built for the movie, or did you make some specifically for the movie? Like, when we're at C2 and we see these things, is that what's in the movie?
Yeah, those are the big five that's in the movie. And I would say the smaller two, the warriors that you see mostly throughout the film, and especially the shootouts, those are the two I made specifically for action shots. But everything I made, I always kept it, one of the rules I made for myself is like, if I make it, I want to make it where I could shoot it as well. So there's certain things, like, they come apart in certain areas, so I could kind of like mechanize them and puppeteer them in certain ways. That's a little bit different. But, considering the fact that I'm just one person, and Collin helps me out as well for C2E2 and things of that nature, I try to make sure that they're diverse as possible as far as, like, what they can do. So they, and one of the things that was kind of hard too, right? Considering the fact that you've seen them at C2E2, I'm kind of doing it like in the reverse manner. Because usually you would see the movie, right?
Right.
Being at the conventions, you see all of the puppets and whatnot. So it was really a challenge for me just to not let y'all get too desensitized to them.
Mm-hmm.
So that really changed the way I used them in the film, because my biggest thing for this film was just to make them scary. Because it would be everybody. I could do the action shots. Okay. I can make them flip off stuff, things of that nature. All of the things that you would see in modern films. Considering the actual tone, with it being so dark, gritty, and psychological, how I used them was very much so a challenge. So I'm glad that you asked that, because it was sometimes less is more,
Yeah.
And with the atmosphere that we built up, and I wanted to keep the uncertainty at a very high range. So if you see it too many times, it's like, okay, you know. And that was one of the things that I had to go back and study. Like I just looked at all of the just Alien and Aliens, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Alien Romulus too, because Alien Romulus like really fit that retro futuristic world that we were going for, right?
Yeah.
But just trying to see like knowing how devious I am. Like what could I do and like how could I intertwine some of the stuff that was done in the past or with other movies like Jurassic Park per se, and not overshow them, but really be able to freak the audience out by like having things like come at you in certain ways that you didn't necessarily expect.
Yeah, Amazon Lady Love and I are on the same page. She mentioned Alien Earth could take a page from that because as you're talking about that, my immediate mind goes to Alien Earth when they're showing these people in these like rubber suits running around, and all of a sudden, I have that same thought of like, less could have been more there. I didn't need to see them do all that, and I think you walked that line really, really well, especially with what you had available to you, like just showing the foot stomping. We got that they're coming closer, and then all of a sudden their face is in that crack in the door. That was Alien to a T, and you did it in your damn backyard, bro. What?
Yeah. My yard, it will never be the same. My backyard. I'm still like slowly cleaning things up. The garage is fine. The garage is the studio. That's my home studio, right? But the backyard is gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time.
Felt mud.
But hey, you know, some of that mud it might be worth something one day.
She's still coughing up jambalaya.
Yeah, I got a picture of it too. It looked very gross. I've been saving it. I wanted to post it one day, but
Christmas is right around the corner, so I think I know what you should do with it.
Yeah.
Christmas chunks. Yeah.
Christmas chunks for everybody. Put a bow on top of it.
Well, I've kept you guys a little longer than expected. So last question from the chat, because we all are wondering, which xenomorph is the biggest diva?
The Royal Guard.
The hardest to work with?
Yep. The hardest to work with, yet the easiest to work with. Why? Because physically, puppeteering them, yes. The angles, that's where it gets hard. Mainly because when I created the Royal Guard, I pretty much took some of the measurements that they did for the Queen in 1986 and scaled it down a little bit.
Okay.
Just to kind of get that in between a warrior, as well as a Queen being a Praetorian. But because he's a genetically modified Praetorian, I scaled up a little bit more, just to give him a little bit more size. But he was probably the biggest diva because he's heavy too. He's heavy.
However,
warriors, we could just.
It's pretty thick.
Top half maybe like 40 to 50 pounds.
Okay. So that's hard on a puppeteer.
Yeah. It's especially when it comes to like all of the foam clay and all of like the epoxies that's dried over time. It really puts that weight on them. But he was and they were all like great, worked perfectly fine because I built them with the movie in mind, of course. Right?
Of course, they're perfect.
But the angles for him was the ones that were the hardest. The Queen on the Century, they kind of like roll out, and the Queen, she's kind of like a set piece, so it's more so about just like creating a space for her, which is relatively simple. But all of the things that I wanted the Royal Guard to do, he was kind of a diva.
Just get him a bigger trailer next movie. Get him the green M&Ms. And I think his rider's going to be a little bit longer, but he'll be easier to work with.
Yep.
Well, I think I can speak for the internet when I say good freaking job on this. All of you, whether you're here live in the show tonight with us or those that couldn't join us. I'm super duper impressed by the work that you guys did on an iPhone in the backyard. Like, that just speaks testaments to what I know to be true about TrisRex is he takes trash, literally trash, and makes it into something that is emotive and terrifying and amazing and impressive. And all of you just completely showcase that in your skills and abilities. And I am so honored to have you guys on the show tonight and be able to show the film.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Keep going.
Uh-oh, did I freeze? Of course, we're going to wait right to the end. Right when I'm doing my final speech of love, then it's going to say, we're done. No, but thank you guys. That was incredible. I'm going to keep telling the world about this because it needs to be known, because we need to keep platforming this kind of work. It deserves it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having us. I've been waiting to get I want to get them their shine too. You know, I've been waiting to make sure that they could get their flowers because, like I said, they really changed the game and they brought it. And I just want to make sure I can keep pumping out projects like this to, you know, show my friends and family all through the world.
Well, please keep it up, all of you. I'm aching for Alien Resurgence 2 or whatever that's going to be called. You know, I'm not far from Chicago if you need an extra.
We need plenty of extras. The Hive is always busy.
I would gladly
The
get
Hive is always busy.
Let me go and find something that's more disgusting than the jambalaya.
That's what I'll puke up. Great.
Just for you. Exactly.
Just for me. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. And everyone in the chat, thank you so much for joining us tonight for tonight's Geek Out Sesh with these amazing individuals. They made this in Triss's backyard. Imagine what you could do if you just quit delaying that thing that you think, oh, maybe tomorrow. It's basically a new year. Start now. Use them as inspiration and keep following along their journey, because I know this is not the end. It's never the end for Triss. It never has been. And so if you've enjoyed tonight, make sure you tell somebody about it. Share the video. It's going to be live on YouTube, and we'll be pumping that link out as well. But I know that this video is available on your YouTube, yes?
Yep, it is available on the channel.
So watch it. It's perfect for Christmas. Gather the family around, the little ones right up front, and stream it to the big screen. And then keep talking about it, because this kind of thing really deserves all the talk because you guys have put all the work into it, and I am super impressed. But until next time, I am Bozer. Who are you? You're pointing up, but you're on the bottom there.
Oh.
Who's this?
Oh.
I'm TrisRex.
Hi, I'm Rissa.
And you just keep, say, geeking out. Geeking out.
Geeking out.
Bye-bye.